do not.
I want to know if when Charles threw that pass to Cook, if he highballed. No, I want to know if he lobbed that or threw a if he fired it. Because if he lobbed that, McNabb literally arm strength is too crazy.
Yeah, he lobbed past that.
Bro, he lobbed it 80 yards. I've never seen a lob pass go 80 yards. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Nah, bro, he lobbed past that.
Bro, I've never seen a lob pass go so fast and long. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. All right, Madden.
Alongside Charles
Oh my, yo, they really got me playing all the hitters today. Oh my god. I'm playing Tamir now. Oh my god.
Both teams have a terrific
Who?
pass rush.
Tamir.
They got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that,
bro, like, I played Volt.
I'm about to join your stand. I don't even know who that is. I don't think he's saying the name yet. He probably is.
I play Volt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
About to see if I can pull something like this time. Probably not.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Time. At least. At 88? Oh, y'all ass. They don't hold me like that. Come on, man.
Bro, like. Here we go with this shit, man.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
That was a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front.
They made me play 3 straight hitters, bro. Like back to back to back.
And make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely. Kept him just a 1-yard gain. Mariota now on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Tamir. Yeah, he could be right.
I'm already hit, bro.
Working out of the gun. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
That's how you beat that defense. You got to quick pass.
Got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
He really came out to block your punt? The fuck?
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
That nigga Shelly, you call it all the time off in the group. Shelly, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now a first down throw, McNabb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McNabb. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, here's McNabb. Throw left side, complete to Moss. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal.
Yeah, he can't run that block.
Second down, McNabb. And this is caught at the 8. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll get it up the middle.
How, bro? How you so quick?
Touchdown, Chicago. Ricky Williams taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Howie Long in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
How long is it? He got Bears count. He got
the shotgun. It's Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2.
Oh, shit.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Shit.
Mariota. He'll get it in the throws it Clark, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And on third down, Dallas Clark, he's a bread and butter guy, and he shows you why there.
I've always liked bread and butter. Always.
Who doesn't like bread and butter?
That's
I guess if you need to be gluten-free.
No!
That's what you want.
That was a great tackle.
Right? Something that feels good, makes plays for you. Dallas Clark did that all the time. Didn't matter the situation.
Hey, Spy, he's done.
Second down, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups.
That's the reason
why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Oh, that shit got my real name on it. Tweaking and shit.
Mariota to throw it this time. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back here right after this.
See, the thing about you, Shotty, when you don't get a touchdown out of a long-ass drive, bro, that shit be fucking you up.
Attempts on this drive so far.
Bro.
Mariota now. And quickly to his tight end Clark. That's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That nigga look like he's in the NBA somewhere. And he's trying to get the ball back.
And they'll try the ground game here.
Touchdown. Let's go. Eddie George.
Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are within.
Nah, I can normally I score quick. Like sometimes I score quick, but the way this dude's playing, like he's playing really soft. So I can take mine. I'm just gonna take mine until he's finally hard pressed. You know, I don't take no chance. I'm 8 of 8. I mean, there's no passes.
You do the dog shit up, bro. Shit, me, I was looking for that deep route, and it did. I think that's what I gotta do against that defense, bro. You gotta have a lot of short routes. I can't use golf. When niggas playing that, they be blitzing random people and shit.
So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Turn from the party, bro.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So here's a
so
first
like you got a
10
complete
at the 38.
Who else you trying to get?
Nobody.
On first down, it's McNabb. He's going to air one out.
What?
He's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
He just did. He just did. I went for the swat.
I did, bro.
Damn, that's so crazy. Keyshawn Jordan.
Very nice gain. A really nice gain.
He got Keyshawn Calvin ammo.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches. And they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make it bigger.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Bro, that is so crazy. You could be right there as a user and still, bro, that is so crazy, bro. Oh my God.
Anderson on for the extra point. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Anderson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. First half, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for him. On second down,
you got right.
And he'll get it down.
Just bouncing off, bro.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
You know what's crazy, but I'm going to start running a man. When you run man, what you do? You say that's all some type of way?
And come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has has had the
That
game he
nigga Ricky looking
expected,
goated,
but that
dude.
run
Ricky
there,
ain't
that
played
may
up
get him
there.
going.
I was just going to say,
He must
maybe
be some
that gives him a
shot.
little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away
He got
from busting
200.
this open.
Oh, he ran
That's a
out.
good start for him.
There's McNabb. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right
I'm in a hard flat. Why is that not covered?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Come on, bro.
That nigga dove.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That's a loss. Back now here on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, McNabb. This is caught. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Donovan McNabb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Anderson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Ooh.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good
No, I'm
here
saying,
at the
who got pulled at the
30-yard
end?
line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Oh.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Mariota looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a terrific return.
They really giving me everybody that's fucking ranked right now. Like, not a single break. Shit is so crazy. That's why I stopped playing Weekend League to begin with. I don't never play nobody whack. What is going on my PlayStation? Them extra coins finna be worth it though. That's at least 300. That's at least 300K. Dasky? I blew him out. He ranked 23rd? Oh my god. I blew him out. I beat Brandon Thomas too. Matter of fact, nah. Brandon Thomas the dude that ran on aggressive. Yeah. Easy 5, I played him. I done played 4 people in the top 100. Sheesh.
Up in the booth with Charles
Buckets
Davis and Brandon Gaudin, and kick
okay.
off straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye
Mahomes,
on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I think the potential is going to be higher than yours, I feel. I mean,
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Uncle G. I already know it.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Wait, what are you playing, bro? You playing solo battle?
That offensive line, if they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jerry Hughes
Jerry Hughes is literally the only freaking defensive end on the team that be stacking me like that. I be so confused on what gives him the right. I be confused like shit.
Here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third and long here for Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Wow.
Here's Brett Kern now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That goes for a gain of 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
2nd and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And out now come the Eagles. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
I don't think I've seen a single person not run
the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Mariota. Dumping it off for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the defense has come up with it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the second.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Javon Curse in there to make the sack.
He could have won up 10-0. He could have won up 10-0. He did his shit.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He'll buy some time right underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Mariota now on 2nd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Mariota on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Franco Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Mariota. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now.
Man, he was getting so much bullshit, bro. Like, that shit pissing me off. He was getting instant shed out of the 4-3 normal. Like, come on, bro. Yes. Getting instant shed and looping and shit. I had the loop block, but he was still getting instant shed, so I couldn't do nothing. Fucking Jerry Hughes, bro. This card is so ass. You finna sell him? He's still a 99.
Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one,
making sure you avoid
giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh my God.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much.
And right away, he lost the football. the Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Throwing, Vic, buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
Bro, look at the box I just have in there.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And some room to work. And a great
stumble.
Close to the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
I just have him in the street.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
People see that pressure and they could burn. Nah, not today, buddy. I'm passing him.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Post at every run. I have to see that with my own eyes. Why am I so laggy this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota flush to his right. He'll find Clark open right side.
5-2.
And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
The only thing about 5-2 is there's so many adjustments. Like I got to do the line, slide, ID, and then I got to do my freaking.
Second down, Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That would good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, you see this video on numbers, right? Facts. I'm about to start juking more for real. The only thing with juke is you got higher chance fumbling with juke than spin.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
He quit. Yeah, he's a Vikings fan.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the
standard
ones.
Like, why you got 2 minute linebackers with their
Here's one that doesn't get talked
crossed
about
out
much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Everybody got the same shit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, I was about to say stuff for blocks. Mean Joe should have 99 blocks. What the heck? They do my mans like that. I remember last year you hated me, bro.
Now it's the Central Florida native, Chris Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You watching the stream, bro? You want to tell me how his middle third almost jumped at?
1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Again, it's Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Anderson's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Rod. Freedom. Glory.
Vic operating on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now here's Vic. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second down, here's an option right. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short game. Did it to perfection.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll go deep down, looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Oh, Adoree Jackson?
Didn't exactly show patience there, did they?
He low-key might have the most picks in week in week for me.
Firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
First down, Mariota. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a gain of 5.
By checking this, what I do is random. Exit out the string. I don't want to play that team, but I'm not ready for that.
That nigga Shelly died and shit.
Yeah, like a challenge or something?
Yeah. Go to, whichever one you want.
I was trying to see if I got it. you letting your hair out?
What?
You'll take the blue screen off. You can see me. Nah. You can take the blue screen off. Probably because hold on.
Hey, Shelly, Charge was in your party, bro?
Who?
Charge.
Charles Avenger?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Has he been in a party with me before?
Like in this party today.
Nah.
Oh, he was in my stream. He talking about hello. He said take the blue screen off. I'm like, what blue screen you talking about? Go to solos, bro. Just play a solo. Click that one. Nah. The first one. Yeah. Yeah.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand.
You are
Kickoff
done
just
too.
moments
You know this
away.
dude I
Charles,
see?
quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Sit back.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yo, T. You know what I forgot about, bro? The fucking trips, the trips formation, bro. Bruh. I could have ran out against charging them. I mean, I don't know what would happen, but.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson, even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It's just because, like, I know in the past, I've thrown that, like, almost that same exact pass and Charge hit it. I know Charge uses that middle. So I didn't even, like, so it was just from previous memory. I didn't know if he did that. He got a good ass animation that last time, so I didn't know. It's all good, though. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, they know they got to win it, man.
And he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice games.
I'm right back on it.
14 yards.
Elite messaged me a good game. Elite messaged me a good game. I ain't
runs, picking apart this defense on the
opening
drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He'll get it in the hands of Clark.
This man Dallas Clark really got some nasty spin, bro. For a tight end, oh my God, he be moving.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly
that's why
right.
I think Israel probably in his butt.
I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First down throw coming for Vick. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Vick will look to throw on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. First down, Vick. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
A 2nd down throw for Vick. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The ball comes out.
Let's go! Jason Tatum with the strip. Let's go.
We've seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
I see. Nah, I said Dory Jackson got the most picks. Dory Jackson might got the most picks, but what's his name got the most first turnovers.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Underneath for Johnson. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
You know, this one route I've been putting my tight end on is like super good. That little zig route. That route gets open if you don't use it. Because it beats man.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jalen Smith in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. On 3rd down, Mariota flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yeah, touchdown.
Big play there, 68 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Why wouldn't you quarter there? If you finna blitz like that, you need a quarter.
they would say the
Impressed.
corner route.
That's a pick six for him if he put it impressed that.
That is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Yards, bro.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Again, it's Vick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's got it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3-10-7. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails
that he didn't even have to aggressive touch that.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
They're
starting to pull away with this one early on that first quarter. They didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Deion Sanders up to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete.
Left, quick, I think. 7 after this. Well, 6 after this.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him.
I just had 2 quick,
to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
What'd you say?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now Mariota being chased out left. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Anderson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Vick to the air again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Vick operating on first down. To Barkley on the check down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Vick and the offense will start 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It'll be Vick once more. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Vick. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. Out come the Titans now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I got all
agree
of
with
them.
that, Tony.
Bruh.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about
I just worked out
cleaning up some of the errors.
You still running?
But overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
Where my
Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Over the middle, it's taken in by Gronkowski.
Who you playing?
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding these soft spots.
This is automatically cut off after an hour.
Make sure they don't find the soft spots.
My game automatically cut off after
because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese. Right?
I just ordered the Legs and Blues and the Concourse the other day. But that's because they're my favorite. That's my favorite joy.
Johnson, the intended target.
Yo, T, Adoree Jackson just got another pick, bro. He really leads the team in picks and weekend. He's my lowest overall D-back.
What's your overall?
Bro, he only a 96.
Oh, but you got like a 95.
96, yeah.
Has that happened to you before?
He's still fast.
He's fast as shit, bro.
Flag.
I forgot I was on aggressive before the half.
Nah, I ain't buying that shit, bro. I ain't buying that shit. Mad be on some cheater shit, bro. I'm not buying that shit, bro. They think I'm buying it. I'm not buying it.
They'll run it with Johnson.
Yeah, because I bought that shit, so I'm going to pay it, but I'm fine. I got Battlefield, I got 2K, but I bought 2K late. I ain't finna play 2K.
I thought they would have
How much you get 2K for?
Probably wish they would have.
2K was only 30, 35, 30. No, I'm not, bro. I'm gonna play my team. Yeah, like I used to. I was like that.
14 yards still to go on third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack.
Now you making me want to get that shit.
Guys in the middle of this city has got to be priority one.
Okay. All right, guys.
Third and long here for Mariota. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Right.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
I thought it was some Jones. I might as well. Okay, let me go start this pass.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'll be back, bro.
A first down throw coming for Vic. They shakes it off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Javon Curse in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Michael Vick. Dancing to his left.
Did he really just get yards off of that? Come on, man.
All of a sudden, they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Vic on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. It's so compact. Yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And it's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Vic to throw it. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Yeah, right there, and he gets the jump.
Gronkowski from 8 yards out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Back now in Atlanta. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
My own dude just tackled me.
Back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They're
going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I had to go for it there because if I don't get it, he doesn't have a lot of field to take time off the clock.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Wide
catch, baby.
Receiver complete.
8 of 10 for 166, baby. Let's go.
Past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Really been dying for that.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The pitch to Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Let's go, baby. This dude had dots. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't even know if he missed a pass against me. Oh no, he threw a pick. Adoree Jackson had a pick. I put Adoree Jackson in a quarter at the last second, and I covered the flat myself, bruh.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
To throw is Mariota. And look at this. They get the
No way
turnover
he
they
just
needed.
that
It's
off.
intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. A strong run.
No way.
Johnson that time. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
No way is there
So
picking,
a
bro.
money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if
I'm on blocking aggressive instead of that quick. Come on, man.
I can lose the game here. If I get to
I had a
overtime,
touchdown.
I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. On second down, Johnson.
Oh, no.
Get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Second down, Vic. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Hey, let's go! Eagle, eagle. Orange, orange. Orange, orange.
Vic will look to throw on first down. And it pops
Dory
free.
Jackson,
Collision
man, I'm
there,
telling
jarred
you.
the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. First down, Vic. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
This dude just out here throwing
Nice
high
gain of
balls, man. Oh
21
my
yards.
God.
Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Steps away to his left. And it's caught.
My flat just stands there and watches him. Oh my God, man!
First down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose.
And he's into the end zone.
Oh, God, bro. So lucky, man.
Great game that we...
How my flat just finna stand there and watch him? Like, the flat, you playing the flat. Oh my God, bro.
They're just rocking it. He's got an 84 overall gold. He's got their tribute, Michael Vick. There's his silver right there, just rocking it. He's got an 84 overall.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
I gotta learn adjustments out the nickel G. That's who actually played stopping him. He was down in the PP5. I switched to nickel G. I got pressure.
To get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
That dude was good though. He was not no scrub. He definitely wasn't good on defense though. Yeah, that lucky ass kicker shit. Zero, bro. The zero was at least 6 yards underneath that route. I guess I could have highballed it. It was a sideline catch, so it's no guarantee I would have actually
They'll have
him.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That first down would have sealed the game. We only had one timeout left.
1st and 10. Here's Mariota.
Look at him, man.
Throw outside, completion to Rice.
Look at him, man. He didn't even
just shy of the 40. A very nice
pick to be a quick one. Somebody he called that play an accident, bro.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. When you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who is contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start.
I actually like playing this competition because I get to see what people, I get to see what people do. So when I play him, that's
fun. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15
so I'll tell you what, if I have Ultra as a friend, I really want to snipe him.
Drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate.
Bro, that was the most bogus pick I ever seen.
Over there. They have to keep moving
like, I'm 6'4", bro. Fuck out of here.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening
like 3, like, you that, okay, I'm okay with losing it. Hold easy, and then they do that, just say.
It's now a 7-0 game.
What's up? You just got done? How was it? How was it?
Anderson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Vic operating on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Vic goes play action. And he's going to be
Ngwake. Yeah, bro, you seen it? And what's his name, bro? What's his name, bro?
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they're able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
That's a suck and sack today. You got more than Jarrell Casey today.
Anderson's kick is good.
First got the most. JJ Watt probably got the most fed. I think JJ Watt got 2 sacks too.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Flush to his right. He gets this one to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this time he's
damn, 19 pursuit is crazy, bro. Watch that play.
9 yards on the pickup.
He really just did that.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass.
I tried to weave in and out, try to make him get stuck behind. Bro, nah, he fouled that the whole. He do got 99 rushing to it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Gets through and now an opening. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he will score.
Bro, that route is glitchy.
Touchdown, Titans.
Park is glitchy. I'm only 2 games away from Ultimate, bro. I did not even realize that. If I don't got a chance to make top 100, I'm gonna just stop. But if I got a chance, I'm gonna keep going. I think I gotta win my last 5 though, cause I only got 14 wins. Wait, I need to learn adjustments out the nickel G before I start this game. I'm about to stop my stream really fast.